So welcome back to the Car Edition YouTube channel. Today, finally, something different for you guys. We have got this Peugeot Expert in. It has supposedly got a snap belt. So first things first is we're just going to pull this cover off, which somebody's already taken the bolts out for me. Get the booster pack on it. I'm going to get Alex on the key. We'll see if this belt turns. Go on, try and start it. Well, nothing's turning up the top. Start it. Well, you can see the fan belt turning, so you know the crank's turning. And up here, go again. And nothing is turning up the top. So something is definitely going on this belt side. Let's get all the covers off and let's take a look. We're going to get the scuttle off because there's not a lot of room on these. I mean, you can do it without, but make your life easy. I think this is on about 130,000 miles. And I'm pretty sure the timing belt interval is about 120. If you ain't done it, unlucky. There we go. Got quite a bit more room now. You can actually see an engine. I'm going to take these boost pipes off, air box off, get the top timing cover off. Then we'll be able to see a little bit more. We'll get the bottom timing cover off, see what's actually going on, see whether the belts are snapped or whether it's teeth missing or whether we've got some serious fucking going. Right, should we take this air filter out and let's see if any of these services include an air filter. I mean, it's a hard working air filter. It's made in Poland, so 15,000 miles.
Country roads?
Yeah, building sites, any of that shit. These boost pipes off. And now we just need to move this wiring loom out of the way a little bit and then we can get that cover off. Right, that's enough out of the way. That's top timing cover off. We can see a little bit now. Can't see anything damaged. So we'll go underneath and check under there. Not holding up much hope for any of these Torx bolts because they're all full of mud. Try and dig some of these out. Mud everywhere. Let's get the alternator belt off. I'm cutting it. Get a new one. Just take the crank pulley off. It's not free floating. I'd say it probably needs a new one. You can see all the cracks in there. It's looking pretty cracked up. Yeah, I think I'd like to put a new one on there, really. We'll definitely be recommending one of them to the customer. Keep getting dropped on, and I wonder why. Some teeth here, and the snap belt there. Confirmed snappage, beltage. Cut the crank sensor, make sure it didn't damage that. No, it's fine. I want to undo the camshaft pulley, so I'll leave the belt on. That'll make my life a little bit easier. At least you know you ain't got to take the sump off from one of these when the belt snaps, because the teeth are all here. That depends how much is snapped up top. If you've got all needle rollers gone everywhere, sump's coming off. Right, let's get this top side off. This is coming off. Cam carrier's coming off. Vacuum pump's coming off. We need to get the throttle body off. Maybe the fuel filter out. I know you need to on the twin cams because this cam cover goes all the way down here. Get a new gasket for that. You can see some snappage of the followers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 completely obliterated. Look, you can just see the lifter there. On that one, you can see the follower. You can see the follower and the lifter in the bottom there. Then we just cut the belt. And it's just a ring of 8 mils. Get the vacuum pump off. We've got some break up of shit in here, look. Blocking up the vacuum pump. I think it's silicone. Yeah, it's silicone. Somebody had the sump off at some point for whatever reason, just over siliconed it. Possibly. It's on dowels. It's got a tight spot in it. That gets stopped there every time. Got a tight spot. That's now in here. That's all yeah. So you know when I was underneath and said, "Oh, you ain't got to take the sump off." Yeah, all the needle roller bearings have come out, so we're gonna have to take the sump off. These are smashed to smithereens, but these don't hit valves. We can just put the camshaft kit in it, lifters and followers, take the sump off, find all the needle roller bearings that are in the bottom, because I mean this one is completely empty. Let's get the magnet fishing around in here. There's a couple. So the return hole's straight there, and that'll just take it straight into the sump. So should go straight down. Finish the top side, get all the belt done and everything first, just so that I can support the engine on the sump doing the timing belt and stuff. And at the very end, I'll take the sump off and then we'll see in there. I'm going to clean all this out and get a proper look, because some of them look like they're wedged down the fucking side of the valve springs. They are. There's loads down the side of the valve springs. Hydraulic lifters. There we go. Now it's just a case of cleaning everything back up. Let's take a look at what parts have ordered us and what we've got. It doesn't come with any of this. Comes with none of this carrier. So this kit is no good. Oh, back it goes. And the belt kit, well, that's just your standard belt kit. Gates, good brand, new water pump. You get crank, pulley bolt. You get idler and your belt. And you get your tension R. So this I'm happy with. That I'm not. Let's go sort this shit out. Who's ordering this shit? Fix it. Come on. Good stuff. We need it. The office finally managed to get their shit together. We've actually got a second-hand camshaft to go in this van. All the part numbers and everything match up, so we know it's the right one. The new one was just ridiculously expensive. We need to give it a really good clean so that it's ready to go on. So everything's cleaned up now. We just need to get the camshaft pulley onto the new camshaft. It's got a keyway on there, so you can't get it wrong. No tight spots. You can see where the pin will go in for the timing. So that's where we'll put it on. I'm going to squeeze out the build oil of the lifters. We do not want any of that left in there. Let's clean this off a little. See the oil coming out? There we go. Now we're nice and squishy. I've given it a little brake clean, making sure the surfaces are nice and dry, ready to apply el siliconator. Let's get the followers in. The torque settings is 3 Newton meters and then 10 Newton meters going round in a whirly pattern. So that's the cams on now. We just need to get the top cam cover on, get the vacuum pump on, go underneath, we'll drain the oil, take the sump off, see what that looks like. We were going to get the cam cover on, but parts department, again, hasn't ordered us a cam cover gasket, so I'm about to phone them and say, oi, where's my fucking bits? It's just hung up on me. Oleg bled! Need a cam cover gasket. Yeah. He ain't gonna get me one of them, is he? He didn't hear shit. I'll text it to him. While we're waiting for parts to sort their shit out, let's go up and let's take the sump off, see what is in there. It's like all the wet belts we see, teeth just coming off. Drain out oil. Doesn't look very nice, does it? Do you reckon this has been off before? Anything is possible. Yeah, see him there? Needle rollers. Tap, 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 tap. There shouldn't be anything in the strainer because it doesn't stay running once they snap. Nothing's trying to stick to the magnet, so should be good. All we need to do is now just clean this surface and then we can get the new sump on. Final little brake clean of the sump surface. That is the sump on while we're waiting for parts. I think what we'll do is we'll get the water pump off, get the guide off, get the tensioner off. We'll pretty much get the belt sorted and ready to go on. I don't think we'll put it on until we get the cam cover gasket because of that bit that sits right along the back. It's going to be a bit of a twat to do it with the belt on. So everything cleaned up. Let's get the new water pump in. Ta-da! There we go. Water pump in. Let's get it all timed up. That hole there needs to line up with a hole in the back of the block. We have our pin, which is a 5mm drill bit. That is the crank timed. The fuel pump is just a very loosely timed. The pin, again, is like a 5mm drill bit, but the notch you get is like this big. So as long as it's in there somewhere, it's not a problem. Try and get it bang in the middle and you'll be fine. Now just go up the top, time up the cams. The office finally sort their shit out. They've got us a new gasket, so we'll just put this on. 10mm. That is that. Now we can just support the engine from underneath with a jack, get rid of this engine mount, time it up, put the belt on. Right then, so you can see we're pinned at the bottom. What we need to do now is pin the top here. That is that pinned. Right, so we've got timing belt tensioner, the timing belt and the guide. Belt. Put it on the crank. There we go. Now we just need to set the tension. Little mirror. There. Make sure the point is still in the middle. Bang on. Let's take our pins out and turn the engine over. So the pin goes in the bottom and the pin goes in the top. Tensioner pins bang on, fuel pump is bang on. There we go, so that's everything timed up. Crank sensor. Crank pulley goes on. Got a keyway so it won't go in one way. New bolt. Just punch myself in the gut. We can just start putting the top timing cover on. This is the throttle body, but then it's going back on. Vacuum pump back on. Let's fill it up with oil. A couple more pipes. And we'll give her a little turn over. Goes on there. Just taking the oil filter out, replace that. That doesn't look too bad. That's not the worst oil filter we've seen, is it? Just give it a little clean out, get rid of any of the old oil. And what you want to do is just loosen up the back of these, because they've got a locating pin in. You just want to make sure that goes in and out nice and easy. And then locate the pin in the housing and put that in there first. That's in. New O-ring. Put a little bit of new oil on that. Little bit more. On the maximum. Let's get on the key. Pretty sure it's dead, so booster pack's going to be needed. So there we go, it runs, no problems. We're not going to have it running for long because the fan belt hasn't turned up yet. It is purring. As soon as the fan belt turns up, we will run it up for longer. We'll run it up to temperature. Make sure that everything is bleeding up the way it should. There you go. So that is a Peugeot Expert snap cam belt. Doesn't bend any valves.